Good morning, y'all. It is day 79 and had a big breakfast at Stumble Inn that Dave and Stumbles cooked for us. Man, it was great. 4 eggs and biscuit and gravy and hash browns and cheese and juice and coffee. Super nice people. Great hostel. Only been around, I think they're in their 2nd year. And they have a little AT foundation for kids and just super great people. Very hospitable. And yeah, 80 grams of protein breakfast. So it was great. They actually calculated that out. And I think it was like an 1,800 calorie breakfast or something. But yeah, probably burn that in 2 hours. But boy, what a beautiful morning. Finally blue skies. The rain finally cleared out for today. It's still looking pretty nasty tomorrow. But hey, I'll take it today. It's about 60 degrees right now. I think the high is in the 70s. And we're gonna do 20 miles. Obviously, got different straps on as you notice because we're slack packing. Just have peanut butter sandwich in there on tortilla, a few granola bars, and water and water filter, and toilet paper. Always a necessity in the woods. So yeah. So we're doing 20 miles today and get picked up by a shuttle driver at Ashby Gap, which I think is US Highway 50 for those of you watching on your maps. And I'll take us back to Stumble Inn. We'll sleep there again tonight in a bed. And then tomorrow, figure out how far we're going. Check that weather one last time. But yeah, great stay. Again, can't say enough about the Stumble Inn. Nice house up on the mountain, a few miles away from Front Royal. But we're off and running this morning. And Reboot's working on our shuttle for tomorrow, which we've had some difficulty in doing because there's trail days is going on. I think I mentioned that. Down in Damascus, it's just an annual event. A lot of thru hikers who've hiked before go back for reunion. It's just a big festival and a lot of fun. And there's parades for every year that's ever done it. And there's a lot of adult beverages going on. And a lot of people got off trail to go back and do that. But not us. So, yeah, that's what's going on today. And let's get going. Sunday, May 15, and let's kind of do a recap and talk about things I'm grateful for, and not able to go to church today, so I have to kind of do my own thing out here. But yeah, if it looks like I'm walking in the rain, I'm not. It's a very pretty day, but boy, I am drenched already. I've been hiking 1 hour. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and it is a humid, steamy day already. So yeah, I'm kind of sweaty and drenched, but I'm grateful that it's not raining. So there you go, or snowing. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't have any major injuries still. Feet are good, no blisters. I haven't had any falls. I know some people who did. With all the rain, some of these poles slipped and bent, and they took a major fall. And, yeah, I'm grateful for no injuries. And I've been trying to be cognizant and try to stretch and, do the right things in the morning and at the end of the day. So I'm grateful for that. And really grateful for my wife. As some of you know, we relocated to Asheville, North Carolina, and we were just renting an apartment. But we've been looking around, and my wife found a house, and we put a bid on that, and they accepted it. So that is something to be grateful about. And yeah, so she did a lot of that legwork, and without me being there, so I'm grateful for her. And our oldest daughter, Hannah, turned 29. I will see her in a month or so when I get to New York. She lives in the city, Brooklyn. So she had her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Hannah. And her and George are doing well. And the rest of the kids seem to be doing okay, so that's good. And yeah, I'm grateful for all these hostels. I got to stay at Small Axe Farm. Had a great time back there with Kelly, and she did a nice job. And then now I'm at the Stumble Inn up here in Front Royal, and boy, I can't say enough about that place. They're really going out of their way for us, so I'm very appreciative of that. And that's about it. I'm almost to the halfway point, folks, and that is a big undertaking. Got some friends in Frederick, Maryland. They're going to meet me a few days in Harper's Ferry, so I'll be appreciative to that as well. And yeah, my wife says I should liven this thing up and do a dance or something, but I don't know. Might be a comedy channel then. But maybe you want some comic relief, so I don't know. Maybe I should do some of old white guy doing stretches or something. But no, I'm not going to be doing that either, probably. So anyway, we'll come up with something tonight when I get back to the hostel and maybe try to liven it up a little bit. I don't want to be nerdy and boring all the time. But beautiful day, just really hot and steamy, and I'm grateful for so much that I have. And grateful for everybody that throws me all these comments, support, and encouragement. And grateful that I don't see a bear right now, because I heard some noises, big noises. So that's about it for my Sunday. Still at a 21-pound weight loss despite eating everything in sight, including cinnamon buns and whole pizzas and beer and anything else you can imagine. But that's it. I will see you down the trail and probably be even more sweaty. All right, talk to you later. So John Singleton Mosby lived down the road in Warrenton, Virginia when the Civil War broke out, and he enlisted as a private in 1861. He saw limited action at the First Battle of Manassas, but was promoted to first lieutenant in the 1st Virginia Cavalry Regiment. But he was bored, resigned, and became attached to the staff of General Jeb Stuart, then the cavalry commander of the Army of Northern Virginia. Mose became one of his best scouts and intelligence officers during the Second Manassas War, also at Antietam and the Fredericksburg battles. And he finally convinced Jeb Stuart to allow him to lead a band of riders to basically conduct guerrilla warfare. And he created a company of rangers in 1863. And for the next 2 years, he would conduct successful raids to harass and kill the enemy with somewhat non-traditional codes of conduct or honor. His men were allowed to kill Union troops, plunder the wagons, hang or execute captured enemy, and the horsemen would remove a section of rail and cause train wrecks, kill Union soldiers, confiscate valuables from passengers, burn the train, and even divide the booty among the other rangers. Mosby was never captured, and he actually refused to surrender even after Robert E. Lee had done so at Appomattox. So he was somewhat of a controversial figure, although credit must be given to his tactics. He was successful as a Confederate soldier. He rode his horse back home, and he disbanded his battalion on April 21st, 1865, after the war. And there are actually 35 monuments and markers in Northern Virginia, several schools, a section of highway, a museum, a battleship, numerous poems, books, and movies honoring the man who practiced somewhat considered guerrilla warfare on some of America's bloodiest battlefields. But he is still considered an honorable soldier here in Northern Virginia. Hey, so day 79 has come to an end, and yeah, we did right at 20 miles today. We had a shuttle driver pick us up after we completed the 20 miles, brought us back here to the Stumble Inn, the hostel, and so we get a bed yet again tonight, which is nice. And we had also bought Indian food yesterday, so we had that for dinner tonight, so that worked out really nice. But I have to admit, right at 20 miles today, and it was probably the Probably the easiest 20 miles I've done on the entire AT. And it was just comfortable. I mean, there were inclines, there were ups, there were some downs, but it wasn't that rocky. The trail was just somewhat smooth. And again, we were slack packing. We didn't have full packs by any means, so that made it very manageable. But yeah, it was just, 2 or 3 ups, and we handled those with ease. But boy, this morning it was so humid. I mean, I was really drenched in sweat after the first hour of hiking. And then later it cooled off, and then got some rain, and then the sun came back out and got pretty hot and sweaty again. And then it rained even again in the late afternoon, but they were just minor rain showers. There wasn't anything, torrential downpours or anything. But we actually got to the site for pickup about an hour before we had anticipated. We just made really good time. So yeah, reboot, and I made it, and shuttle driver got us and brought us back. So yeah, it was a good day. It was a good day to do a slack pack too. And tomorrow is still kind of dicey. We're just having to play it by ear. We had heard that they were calling for rain, and then we arrived here this afternoon, and they said that it's actually gonna hail and possibly be tornadoes and everything else. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear tomorrow. It's supposed to start at 8 a.m., about the time we would be getting picked up, and last until 5 p.m. So if it's just a horrible day, I'll probably stop at a hostel, which is about 13 miles in, just to get out of the weather. But if it turns out not to be a really bad storm, and it's just mild drizzle or mild rain and stops, then I'll probably push on and try to get, maybe 4 or 5 more miles in, just so I won't have so many on Tuesday to get into Harper's Ferry. So that's the plan. It's gonna play it by ear tomorrow. But yeah, it was a different day too on the terrain. It was just really, we were in the woods most of the day. I mean, it was like literally walking through the woods. It was really only 1 or 2 views, which were very distant, but nothing like the overlooks we get in some of the national parks, or way back at McAfee Knob. Some of those places just did not have that at all today. So after a while, it just kind of gets monotonous walking in the woods. But still, a comfortable day, and it was good to get 20 miles under our belt. So that's it. I'll talk to you again in the morning. Bye, y'all.